Imagine you're the sole guardian of an ancient lighthouse, where the ocean's roar is your only lullaby. For years, the isolation was a comfort, a refuge from a world too loud and chaotic. But everything changed the night the beacon began communicating with me. It started as a flicker, an irregular beat amid the steady pulse. At first, I chalked it up to faulty wiring, but soon I realized it was too precise, too deliberate to be a mere malfunction. Each pulse of light seemed to speak a language I could almost understand, as if whispering secrets from beyond a veil of reality. Days turned into nights, and the messages grew more complex, forming patterns that danced behind my eyelids even when I slept. The solitude that once embraced me now felt like a prison, and I couldn't escape the feeling of being watched. I became obsessed, scribbling down the sequences, convinced they held the key to something profound. The air was thick with a presence I couldn't shake. I often felt a cold breath on my neck, heard ethereal voices carried by the wind, and saw shadowy figures flickering at the edge of the light. One stormy night, when the wind howled like a mournful banshee, the beacon's message became unmistakably clear. It revealed a story of souls trapped in a cycle of torment, bound to the light by an ancient curse. Each flash was a cry for help, a plea for release from their eternal prison. Their suffering echoed in my mind, an endless chorus of despair that threatened to drive me mad. I finally understood that the light wasn't just a guide for lost ships, but a beacon for lost souls, drawing them in and ensnaring them in its glow. In a moment of desperate clarity, I climbed the spiral stairs to the top of the lighthouse, where the beam cut through the storm like a knife. The air crackled with energy as I approached the source of the messages. My fingers trembled as I reached out to touch the light, hoping to break the cycle and free the souls. But as my hand connected with the cold glass, a blinding flash enveloped me, and I felt myself pulled into the light, joining the ranks of the eternal prisoners. Now, my voice joins theirs, a whisper in the wind, forever calling out to those who will listen.